YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here, and I am back in the Empire Total Warhammer campaign. And yes, if you haven't been watching this campaign already, then, well, I'm going to assume you all have. I get a lot of comments, people saying this is the best Total War campaign out. Really appreciate that. I've done a few campaigns that you all have supported massively. Archaon was one, this one's one, and there's multiple others, and I really appreciate it. I love making this content when you all love it. And speaking of, I have some bad news for you all. We didn't get the 1,200 and some odd likes that I asked for in the last episode, one for every death of a Chaos Warrior, and so that does come with punishment. And the punishment is that I'm going to kill a whole bunch of Chaos Warriors because you all didn't accomplish what I asked. So yeah, now I'm just now I'll probably get like 200 likes because people want me to kill even more. So so yeah, I'm gonna punish all of these Chaos Warriors. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, thank you all so much for the support on the last one. We had almost 700 likes on the last one. But yeah, just because we will indeed be killing all these Chaos Warriors. As per usual, if you're done watching the episode and you enjoy it, please hit that like button. Some people asked me in the comments if I was still the one disliking my own videos, and the answer to that is clearly yes, because I hate myself. So yeah, obviously it's me. Anyway, welcome back. Hey, let's hit a few comments, and then we're going to jump in. So we had a couple of comments about the Dark Elves, and essentially, I think the comments, some of the comments. So I think we had a couple of important comments regarding the Dark Elves. One came from Memnon of Rhodes, who basically says that having the Dark Elves as a buffer in the north is actually a good thing. And he's correct. Having them up here could be a good thing, as they may be a distraction for Chaos, or at least be killing themselves somewhat fighting Chaos. So I agree with him. And then couple that with another comment that we had, I think, right up on the top of the comments. I'm going to scroll back up to it. And this one came from Thadaras ×4. It says, definitely put the hurt on Dark Elves when the war with Chaos is over, and then see if you can liberate the people in Ulthuan. I don't know if liberating, or if that's even possible for us to liberate Ulthuan, but I will certainly consider that as maybe one final objective we have in the campaign, which is to wipe the Dark Elves out of the old world to finally, bring about the complete unification of the Empire. So a couple of good comments there. Appreciate the feedback on that. We had a request from Kyle Santos here, who wanted to have one of Balthasar's gun units renamed the Golden Guards. That's actually a pretty good idea. We'll do that with maybe the Eisenbombers would be a good case for that. Let's call these guys the Golden Guards. And check that one. And one of these guys was killing through boomsticks, four-year shoots. Let's rename this one just for fun. The Men with the Golden Gun. It's not gonna fit. Golden Guns. Let's just call them the Golden Guns in kind of honor of like a James Bond name here. Now, fortunately for us, we still have our kill scribe, okay, Riley, putting the numbers out there for us. And folks, I have an exciting announcement. Grimgor's Ardboys, or as Ahmad has corrected now, Grimgor's Dead Boys. I love that response. That was perfect. So Ahmad, thanks for that name. So now Grimgor's Dead Boys are on top of the leaderboard as far as getting killed the most by Balthasar's guns, and they have racked up a whopping 30,969 losses, and the Warriors of Chaos have arrived at a whopping 13,527. I'm sure we are soon going to drive that number up by at least a couple thousand more. We'll see if we can try and get them over 15,000 in this episode if we are lucky. So appreciate our kill scribe and Ahmad there with those comments. Andrew Moreland left a good one here for us where he says, Gelt, the only alchemist, turning gold into lead. That's right. Lead is more valuable than gold in this campaign, folks. Well said. This next comment comes from Lucas Radler. He says, I really look forward to each episode of this campaign. Your campaigns have got me through rough times after losing my dad in March. Keep up the wonderful work. You deserve every good thing that comes your way. May Sigmar bless you and your family for the Empire. Lucas, I'm terribly sorry to hear that you lost your dad. I can't imagine how difficult that is, and I am glad to know that in some way, hopefully this gives you something to look forward through in a tough time, and man, I really hope you're okay. So Lucas, hang in there, man. Stick in those tough times, and I'm sure in the end, you'll find ways to you know, always remember him and honor his memory and keep strong. And I just hope you're doing all right, man. So thank you for watching. Appreciate the kind words, though I would say to you that I hope everything's going well for you, because I know, again, that's got to be unimaginably difficult. It's hard for me to fathom because I haven't gone through that myself. So yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Lucas. But in your honor, like, hopefully this will be something fun for you. I'm gonna name a unit here. This is gonna be Lucas's lead throwers. So you've got a Feuerschützen named for you. Thank you for watching the campaign. Couple more here. Thorin666 says, yes, arm the lizards. I cannot see any way that could go wrong. Yeah, exactly, right? Just give the angry lizards a bunch of guns. Nothing wrong with that. I stand by my suggestion. Thanks, Thorin. And finally, the last couple here from Appius, who again helps me out all the time. I accused him of being one of the dislikes, and he admits to it. So we'll purge him. He's banned. Banned forever, Appius. And since you're a moderator, maybe you can ban yourself. Just kidding. Speaking of, Appius is doing a Dawi mech campaign. You should go check that out on his channel. Appius, if you're watching this, leave a link or something so that people can go check out your Dawi mechanized campaign. And then the final one, I think, comes from Regina, who is also a longtime viewer and active on our Discord. She says, of course the Greenskins and Chaos both want to win. More deaths mean more better fight, and Khorne doesn't care from where the blood flows. So she makes an excellent point. So I'm glad that we're helping both of them achieve what it is they want, while also enjoying slinging lead in their direction at high velocity. So appreciate all the awesome comments. Let's get going with things on this episode. All right, here we go. So Balthasar up here in the north, we definitely have some incoming hostiles. We should probably try to start splitting them up as soon as we get an opportunity. I don't have any more movement points with that particular agent, so we'll start moving in our other agents to kind of meet them here, as I expect that Chaos is going to be headed this way. In fact, I'll kind of fall back a little bit with what little movement point. No, I don't want you to do anything to Volksgrad. Just fall back this way. So we will be prepared as best we can to fight Chaos. Let's take a look at Boris's army. We really could use his help up north, and he has the ability to get a few more units recruited and then head that way. So he's got no steam tanks, which could be a real downside for him. We do have a couple of Blitzschützen and an Eisenbomber, and I feel like that those units would serve him well. We've got a decent bit of, you know, better from range type units here, and having some close support type units would certainly be better for him, and actually he cannot recruit them there. So we'll make a quick stop through Krugenheim on the way north, and we should be able to recruit them from there. I'm almost able to recruit them from Feildorf. We're just not finished with the academy. It's going to take several more turns, and we really can't afford to wait at this point. We have another army that can be on standby if needed, but let's get Todbringer his units first. And then back down here in the south, I mean, it feels like we're kind of turning things. The dwarves might kind of be on a comeback here. I was really hoping to go kill the Skaven with Boris, and maybe we can. Maybe we can. We're going to have to see, but I mean, there's a lot of bad guys headed towards Balthasar and Patchter. So we're definitely going to want to make sure that we give them some support, as they may very well need it. Let's go ahead and end this turn, kind of see what we end up with from Chaos and the likes. And this is where, I guess, to the point of the comments, Nagaron could be very helpful to us in the fact that it might just be a nice buffer against Chaos there in the north. Chaos may send some other forces even to attack the settlements of Nagaron, as I think it's unlikely that Chaos is going to be friendly with anybody outside of their Norskin and Brayherd allies. Let's see, Grimgor's dead boys are up to some shenanigans, assaulting the garrison at Varinka Hills, but won't much matter because I've got my army garrisoned there, so... And Barag Dawasbag is in control of the High King.
Our dealings will bear fruit, friend.
You got fruit? I'm hungry. What do we got? Military alliance? Sure. Down. Let's see here. Bjornlings, looks like they got some respawn because they had a pretty good size, yeah, Warherd of Chaos. And remember, it's comparing that to us, and we're pretty powerful. So for those stacks to show up like that, yeah, see, that one's almost matched with this. Not quite so much there, not so much there. Worshippers and Nurgle. So not all of these guys have gotten a recent respawn, but a few of those Chaos stacks look like they've got some potential power at the moment, considering what it's showing them as. Okay, so this is why I keep some of my prestige here, because we do want to gain this Imperial Authority. And see, we're down to 37. It's not like a tiny number, but if we get some battles going, which, yeah, we're about to get some battles going, in case anybody was wondering. I wonder why we can't see more of the Chaos stacks. Let's move forward here. There they are. Okay. So there are a couple more Chaos stacks. Let's do a little bit of army blocking. I think he just got killed. Has been wounded in the attempt. Fantastic. So unfortunately, that's going to show you just how chunky these stacks are getting.
What have you to say?
Okay, we did manage to block that army.
Now. Speak. No. No.
And then we failed to block this one.
Ready.
Fair enough. Do we have... Yeah, we have Immortality on here. This is good. We finished Silver Bullets. Let's do Stalker and then open up Survivalist in case we ever need to use these units in an army, which we might. You know, we may have need to put some units in an army to help it hold up better. I'm going to maintain the ambush, though we should probably go do it at this bridge.
Waste my potential.
This bridge would be a great point at which to ambush Chaos, I think.
Ready. It is for the best. Onwards.
All right, here we go. Let's enter that ambush stance and hold out here at the bridge. There is a Chaos agent that may spot us, but I don't think we have to worry about being attacked on this particular turn. Our income is doing well. Boris is he able to, yeah, I think he's just able to get inside this territory here and do some recruiting at Talabek land. And so let's grab him an Eisenbomber. So we give him 2, let's make it 3 Eisenbombers and 3 Blitz shoots, and so that'll give his army some pretty serious tankiness in terms of being able to fight up and close and personal with Chaos if needed. Here to the south, the dwarves definitely seem to be amassing around Iron Rock, having recaptured their road, but the greenskins are back up here with Shady Legbiter. Apparently they haven't suffered enough losses because they're still operational somehow, despite all this. I'm going to put a fields here to help us replenish our troops. And I'm going to stick here until we can get Varenka Hills like actually settled for once, because I keep making that mistake. Let's get more dies out of Barak Var and end ourselves another turn and see what happens as Chaos approaches. It is crazy to me that Nagarond is rated higher than us. I guess it's probably because they just have so many settlements and probably so many armies because the AI doesn't have to pay the same kind of upkeep. Now, granted, we have the money, definitely, I think, to go ahead and fill out that extra army we have. And we'll do that. Never is going to hurt to have a backup here just in case we need it in a kind of clutch position. Yeah, the Warriors of Chaos have gotten seriously powerful since that last spawning. Look, there's actually a stack of Chaos near Karak Kadrin. I forgot we did have an army over there. My bad. So yeah, we'll go check out that one. They didn't show up on my turn-in check through because they were garrisoned in the settlement, and when you have an army sitting in the settlement, it doesn't trigger a warning at the turn-in for some reason. Non-aggression pact. You know, this is fine. We should pull in everybody who's not Skaven, Chaos, and other undesirables, obviously. Not that I really like the Tomb Kings, but at this point the skeleton is desirable to what our other options are. Alright. I'm excited to fight this Chaos stack outside of Karak Kadrin. Get through these last puppet Chaos factions here. I'm going to go ahead and drink me some Greenskin Tears. Oh, that's refreshing. Grimgore's Dead Boys. Providing air with refreshment. Alright, so who are we up against? Lothar Spite Taker. Boy, he has some Chosen here, too. And quite a few Dragon Ogres. Weird spawn. He's stacked, but then again, so is our army, and we've got J. Moses Burning on our side. And we all saw him operating. So what do we got? He's just a lord. They don't have any magic, and they don't have any hell cannons, so I'll take this. Though the terrain may be crazy. because we're fighting in the mountains. It's actually not that bad. We'll take it. Be a good opportunity for us, and I will not forget you, Taco. I will try and continue to get close-ups for you in these episodes. Hopefully you enjoyed that in the last one. I love it when you all give me good feedback like that and something that I can improve, because I sometimes get lost. When you control these battles and you're recording and talking, trying to do all the controlling, and it's all live, it can get difficult sometimes to remember some of the things that you want to do, so definitely appreciate the feedback. Not going to hurt my feelings. In fact, I think it will help improve things. So I'm going to intermix our Hackbuttschützen and our Feuerschützen and kind of set them like this. And then we got our Bergjägers, which again is a unit I like on the flanks because of their ability to shoot in a 360-degree arc, which means that as Chaos Cavalry, for instance, tries to outflank us, it's just going to be met and shot. I'm going to put our artillery back here, and I'm going to back our rockets up a little so that the friendly fire is maybe slightly less likely. I'll put my Lord and a Witch Hunter over to hold, and let's see. We've got Burning over here. I may lob some fireballs at this Dragon Ogre Shaggoth. Actually, if we're casting when the Foyer shoots an open fire, that would be a play. That would be a play. Speaking of play, we're going to shoot the Chaos Lord in the face with our steam tanks. Let you all get some sight of this here. Steam tanks, open fire. Shoot him in the face! I wonder why Chaos isn't attacking me. Do they think that they have the ranged advantage here? They're just outside the range of my dedicated artillery pieces. If they want to take this, then I'll be glad to shoot their lord in the face until they decide that they... Yeah, there we go. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. You don't want to sit here and take this. I'll be glad to dish it to you if that's what you do think you want, but I don't think you really want that. The steam tank's pretty decent from range if you have more than one. One alone will do some good damage, like if it gets the odd shot on like an infantry or cavalry unit that's kind of turned in the right direction where the cannonball does the most damage. But otherwise it takes quite a bit of time for the damage from one tank to add up, whereas I feel like several together are actually pretty extraordinarily dangerous. I'm going to start firing at the Dragon Ogre Shaggoth. I'm going to try and get one more shot at that Chaos Lord. I want him to rout for good, and then the penalty... Oh, okay, there he goes. He's dead. Sometimes you want the penalty. I've been shooting at some of the cavalry there, too. Some of y'all may wonder why I'm shooting at the cavalry. That is intentional. All right. Here comes J. Moses Burning. Pump out a fireball here. Direct hit. So we got some fire support. Pun somewhat intended. Let's just bring these tanks behind the line to back us up in melee because we're probably going to need it. And our cannons continuing to fire at the Shaggoth. We've done some nice damage with our rockets. We've got some pretty serious danger coming at us on the flank. I think these units have gotten some shots, and let's fall back, and then let's use our Witch Hunter and our Lord to kind of hold the stuff while we kill it. And then Burning, I think he can crank us out another fireball. I know I'm not zoomed up very much right now. You guys are going to have to forgive because I got a lot to control. I'll get you some close-ups just as soon as I feel like I have a safe opportunity to do so here. All right, come body block these. Charge defense. Okay. Successful blocking. Fire support is there. The main line is safe for now. The Ogre Shaggoth got some pretty serious damage done, actually. Let's fall back a little with the Bergjäger and let our tanks kind of hold up this flank against the onslaught of the infantry. And at this point, we have things well under control. Let's see over here. See, our Lord was able to, I call it body blocking these Chaos. So basically, I hold them up with a single entity, which leaves the Chaos exposed to being shot from basically behind. You can get some friendly fire, but at this point it was very effective for us. We're going to do the same thing over here to these Chosen. Let's kind of get this flank recovered here. Let's take a look at burning. Let's go ahead and shoot those swords of chaos that are coming back. Let's call in some artillery fire support here. Triple up the steam tanks on these guys. Alright, excellent. There comes our fiery bombardment. And remember, while we're casting and kindle flames going off, it's giving the enemy additional fire weakness to our Feuerschützen. So, double whammy. Alright, very effective battle for us here. Very effective. We will take that any day of the week as Pastor Cogburn kicks the crap out of Lothar Spike Taker and really gains us an excellent victory. Also gains us another 523 losses for the leaderboards. But don't worry, those remaining 332 won't be around a whole lot longer. We'll be taking care of them as well. That is for certain. Okay, we got a decisive victory here. I will take the treasury because I don't think I'm gonna have to worry a lot about replenishment over the next couple of turns.
Marshal the men.
The Rampager standard. We do need to check all of our leaders and heroes and make sure that they have the best equipment and retainers and stuff like that. I think this is a safe auto-resolve, so let's do it. It is. And once again, let's take the cash off of it because we can right here. Really not going to impact us. Chaos did tear down Nashrak's lair, which gives us the opportunity to come settle it and pick up some more dies that we can trade and potentially, you know, up our income, which is never a bad thing to have. Pastor Cogburn is at level 19. He's one away from his steam tank and one away from immortality as well, so that's a pretty good place to be in. We can get Quartermaster here and up his replenishment rate, which will make it where we can do more stuff like taking the money off that rather than needing to worry about, you know, having every last little bit of replenishment in our favor. Let's see here. Let's finish off Flaming Sword of Ruin. So J. Moses Burning is getting pretty good at what he's doing here. He's turned out to be an excellent fire support tool for that army. Let's take a look at the Warriors of Chaos here.
Show me the accused.
Let's keep trying to block armies.
Seek out the heretics. What have you to say?
Yep, there we go. This will at least disrupt their advance. One of our witch hunters, of course, wounded at the hands of these chaos pigs. This one will be immortal from here on out, so we'll take that any day of the week. And let's see, that gained us back a bunch of prestige too. Hey, yeah, 4770. That reminds me of my i7 4770 and my first computer I ever built.
So?
Nice. Only means something to me. You guys are like, Air, what are you talking about, you nerd? Well, some of you will understand. Some of you will understand. Let's get some tap room here. So we'll have to take care of that on the next turn. Boris Toddbringer has finished his recruiting. We are still plenty good on money. I feel like, boy, do we send more troops north? Do we let Balthasar handle this invasion? Or do I just go ahead and send Boris to cleanse the Skaven, and then Pastor Cogburn could potentially be recalled north as needed? Karak Raziak could be settled here too. Just more places for us to build some income buildings. I do want to get rid of these Skaven. They're spreading corruption, and they're just Skaven. So let's go get rid of them. We're gonna do it. Gonna go take them down, all the way down to the underground. Let's get into our buildings and see what all we can do to continue to improve our income and defenses. Yes, extra income from buildings in this province. Eastern Sylvania. Nothing here to do for income. Hawkland. Income. Defense. Small boost to income. That's actually not bad for the price, depending on how much money we're making in that settlement. Defenses. Let's save a little bit of cash here at the end and go ahead and end this one. I want Chaos to approach Balthasar so we have the opportunity to pick them off appropriately. We're also sitting inside our own territory. If I go out to fight them and get caught in a bad place where we can't replenish, it's not where we want to be. So I don't really want to be cautious here, but at the same time, there are a lot of Warriors of Chaos, and I don't want to underestimate them and then lose an army right now at what could be a really critical juncture. I mean, with this many Chaos Warriors swarming in, losing your defenses, even for a short period of time, could end up costing you dearly, because they could raise a lot of settlements real fast with those types of troops. And there is little we could do to stop them if we had lost our main armies. But needless to say, the Golden Order is looking good. I wish we could change the name to the Leaden. Is that a word? Leaden? To the Order of Molten Lead. The Order of Hot, or Searing Lead. The Order of Searing Lead. Probably the better name for it. So Kalashnikov was found out on his ambush attempt.
It is time.
Let us go back into that ambush. Chaos is slowly funneling through. Let's maybe see if we can get rid of some of their agents up here. We did manage to get one. Those guys just spread chaos corruption and potentially wound our characters. Don't see another chaos agent immediately present here.
Speak.
Yeah, we failed to block Karn's army. It's not the end of the world. And let's go grab these dies over here real quick with Patcher. Resettle, colonize here. Rebuild Nashrak's lair. And then, let's see, down here. Oh, look, the Greenskins destroyed the pillars of Grungni again.
Praise Sigma.
Once Varunka Hills finishes that growth, yeah, it did finish the growth, so that'll help. Now we can actually replenish, albeit still very slowly. But yeah, we're almost finished with defenses. 4 more turns till we build up the settlement. And then Boris is just about ready to unleash on the Skaven here. Castle Drakenhof and the area surrounding is well defended, so if the Skaven do come pouring out of the mountains, we should be able to hold up long enough for Boris to help us finish the job. And then up north, we're just going to maintain our position. Severus Snipe, our life-leeching wizard here, can now get, I think, Doom and Dark, or actually Soulblight. Soulblight and Doom and Darkness are both really good. I'm going to go ahead and grab Doom and Darkness. It's a good way to help rout a unit that's teetering on the edge. And I feel like we should probably go ahead and recruit a few units at least into this army. Let's take a look at what's available to us. Oh, we can get a lot more. Oh no, I thought those were foyer. We can get a lot more foyer shoots in now. Excellent. These guys make a fantastic base to any army. It's all I can afford to recruit. Oh wait, that's global. We should be able to recruit them locally. My bad. Yeah, there we go. We got our foyer shoots in. And then as far as ranged, the Jaeger Corps could be a nice option with lower upkeep, but still outputting some big damage. The only downside of these guys, obviously they're terrible in melee. But I really don't know that Jaeger Corps long rifles are any more capable in melee. In fact, I would doubt it. Let's see if we can find... where are the Jaeger Corps long rifles? Oh, right here. Yeah, they're not any more capable in melee. They do have much longer range, but they cost considerably more from an upkeep standpoint. So there's probably no need for us to do that at the moment. I think the standard Jaeger Corps will be potent enough. And then as far as other units, I feel like we should get some, like, at least, like, 1 Blitz shoots in here. Probably 2, and then a couple, I think, like, a couple of Blitz shoots and a couple Eisenbombers to help hold up the flanks. And then our light infantry, so that should do there. Let's see, Mauser the Gunquisitor is immortal from this time on. Let's go ahead and give him the ability to accuse Chaos of being Chaos Scum, and end our turn here. Alright, yeah, sorry not talking during this one. No, I didn't screw up the sound or anything. I was busy taking care of something while we were on the turn end here. But I could cut these out and reduce the amount of time, but it requires more editing work, and then you all might want to see what's going on in the turn ends. I know they're not the most exciting, especially in Immortal Empires when you're this far in, and I've created even more factions with the Chaos mod, so it actually makes it take even longer. But, fortunately, thanks to... Oh, look at that. There's Chaos stack back down there in the south. Okay, Chaos is actually moving in the direction towards Kislev. And that is an interesting choice.
I trust no man.
We can't even attempt to block this guy's army. Or here. Or here.
Who calls? Report.
Failure.
Now.
Can we do it here? Yes.
What have you to say?
Alright, oh wow, yeah, that is so much chaos.
Tools of judgment.
That
ready.
is so much chaos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stacks, it looks like. 8 stacks against our 2. Man, this is why I got that mod, because this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. Let's go ahead and get Patchter headed back up towards our armies. If we get close enough to the Empire settlement here, we shouldn't be suffering attrition. Though we're also not replenishing. But we can take care of that when the time comes. I just want to get further north. We've got Nashrak's lair captured. Here in the south, I wonder if we could bait these Chaos into sieging Barak Var, or at least attempting it.
Yes.
By coming over here and getting into an ambush stance. Now watch the Greenskins totally come in and attack me at Varenka Hills again while I'm off busy taking care of something else. That would be just my luck. And speaking of wars and killing, let's get the Skaven on the leaderboard, folks. Let's get them on the board. The good old-fashioned killing here. Every one of our allies joins us. And looks like Anno is going to be the Skaven with the illustrious honor of being the first to absorb lead from the Order of Searing Lead. We need to get Comet of Kazandora opened up for our wizard here so he can do some nice artillery bombardments like we want him to. This map sucks, but I wouldn't expect a whole lot better from disgusting Skaven filth. This is going to be so much fun. Blitzschützen and Eisenbombers versus Skaven. I'm sure nothing could go wrong for the Skaven here. And Feuerschützen right in the middle of it all. Alright, we've got our troops set. I'm going to kind of deploy... It's actually not the best position. Like, there's no great position for us to deploy in here, but we'll do this. And then I've got my Jaeger Corps, which their long range may come in... No, it's going to be useless from that position. Can they fire over the top of these troops? Maybe, initially. A lot of these troops are fairly short range, and honestly, we're up against Skaven, so I don't know how worried I am about that, but this should allow our Jaeger Corps to kind of fire up and over. But again, you can see the terrain here, very undulating, and not going to help us much. Not going to help us much. Does Boris have a warhorse? He does. We can use Boris to try and bait some folks in, and then let our rocket batteries do some work. And let's get our wizard right back up here. And I think we can start the battle. Skaven are in range of my artillery, so they will be convinced that they should come attack me. Does Boris have his heals yet? He does. Midland Runefang. He has another thing that helps him heal, though, is it? It's not just the Runefang, I don't think. Could be wrong, though. Maybe it is. Let's go check out Boris up close here. I was going to run a quick attack here, but I think that's a Warp Grinder team. Yeah, it is. So we don't want to do that, because the Warp Grinder team could pin us in place for a moment. Let's kind of back off and keep luring the Skaven into our trap. Good job, Boris. Absorb that fire. Alright, our rockets are doing some spectacular work. Summons, of course. I should have thought of that. Alright, Boris, I need you to get back here and get rid of the summons. We're losing a rocket unit. They may have a warp bomb here, too, and bomb out our rocket, which would stink. I forget how annoying it is to fight Skaven. Like, incredibly annoying. Oh, boy. Yeah, this is not good. Fall back over here. Fall back, fall back. We got Rattling guns outranging us, and I'm not sure even if I reposition. Yeah, I think I can get my Jaeger Corps close enough to shoot those Rattling guns. Yeah, we lost a rocket. May have lost it entirely, actually, because I don't see it here. And if so, that sucks. Also not good here. Let's see. Summons, you guys ignore them and keep shooting that. Fortunately for us, as the Skaven get close, they are going to get absolutely pummeled by other units. So despite their summons actually being a pretty effective way for them to damage me more than even Chaos can, in some regards. Here we go, let's get our Hellstorms firing again. You like lightning? Skaven vermin? Have a little lightning of your own. See how you like this. Rat turds. Give you some lead and lightning. Warp lightning is so ridiculously strong. In the right situations, it is just crazy good. Yeah, they routed one of our Jaeger units with their clan rat summon, but I don't think the rest of their army is going to last much longer. In fact, let's go get some close-ups out here. The Skaven scum, the wretched leader, getting his last warp lightning in, of course, because he just can't get enough. I also love it when they have the warp bomb ability and they'll just like totally delete one of your units. Yeah, see, look at that last warp lightning beating up our rockets real bad before they rout. Skaven are so vile. Look at that, they were actually working on an outflanking maneuver. You know, I have to give the Skaven credit. In a lot of ways, with a much worse army, they put up a better fight than some of the Chaos armies because they're too slow. Now, of course, the Skaven did have the benefit of terrain that highly favored them here. And I mean highly favored them. So, yeah, I guess I'll give them the tiny bit of credit. But we put them on the leaderboard pretty quick. This is one thing, the Skaven are one of those factions that if we were fighting repeatedly, could easily be at the top of the leaderboard, because they're kind of like the vampires, where they're in huge numbers all the time. So Anno is the first Skaven to be blessed by the lead of Sigmar and sent to the afterlife, whatever kind of afterlife the Skaven have, a world of cheese and stink and warpstone, living in the presence of the horned rat, no doubt. Let's occupy their settlement. It's going to be so full of Skaven reek. Going to be cleaning it out for decades. Let's tear this down and put some growth and defense. Fortunately for us, we can settle in the mountains just fine. I'm going to assume at this point that Zufbar and Kragmir are also Skaven settlements. I think that's a fair assumption. But that'll clear these guys out from behind us and quit the spread of this Skaven corruption throughout some of our other settlements.
I will marshal the men.
Let's see. I don't think there's a whole lot else to do on this turn. We got Gundalf, the Black Powder, Immortal. He's got Survivalist. He's got Slippery. Let's finish Specialist. And who else here? Boris Toddbringer, our legendary lord. What is it that I don't see his equipment up here that gives him that. Maybe it is just the rune thing. Can you all remind me what it is that helps Boris heal in multiplayer? I don't remember. He's got Emperor's Finest. He's got Pistol Core. We should probably work on Route Marcher and try and get him Lightning Strike, and then Logistician would also be potentially quite helpful. Let's go ahead and upgrade Ranon's Thunderbolt. Skaven, we don't have to worry about any flyers, so Roiling Skies won't do us much. We gain some more prestige there, which is never a bad thing. Let's make sure all of these units are upgraded. They are. They're going to be about as well prepared for the Chaos Onslaught as they can be. And then as for the troops under Boris or Patchter, we should probably divvy out more upgrades there. So Patchter is fully upgraded.
Praise.
This force is not yet fully upgraded, but they do have 4 Blitzschützen with a field surgeon, so I feel like we should continue to maybe add a little bit more of that to Boris's army here. These guys basically mean if you get into a last-ditch melee, let's say everything goes south, you got a unit with 100 armor, pretty solid attack, and the ability to regenerate. So it kind of gives you like a fallback, in my opinion, of, you know, if everything goes against the way that you need it to, you've still got some options. It's going to be quite expensive on our upkeep here to be bringing in Blitzschützen. But they are the unit that I want here, and the same with the Eisenbombers. It's going to hurt from an upkeep standpoint. Let's go ahead and start getting some Jaeger Corps in here too. And then we're going to need some artillery for that army so they can fend off hell cannons. It'll take down our overall income a bit, but we can gain some of it back with some of the new stuff that we're building, like here at Nashrak's Lair. And then let's see down here. Did we lay... Okay, yeah, we're waiting in ambush here. Let's end our turn. I'm gonna go get some water while this one's going through. Sorry, Greenskin Tears. Alright, let's see what happened while I was away. Looks like the Greenskin agent came after Ackendorf. Of course, I won't know whether Chaos moved or not because I was out of the room when that happened. Puppets, worshippers. Come on. East Slaanesh. Yeah, they fell for it. They didn't see my army there, and they've initiated the siege. So now we'll be able to kill them. Busher discovered. Alright.
To the provinces. Yes, a sound plan.
So the servants of Slaanesh
Fight for our nation.
and their strange crossbreed armies are going to take another beating from Smith und Wesson. This should be good. This should be good. This army is pretty potent. It has a few weak points, but pretty potent for the most part. They don't have the long-range rifles in this army, but we do have some pretty powerful long-range artillery. They want their... my reinforcements are coming in from behind them. Even more... Yeah, this sucks for Chaos. They're gonna have to deal with my army behind them that's completely throwaway because it's a garrison army. Like, I can literally throw it away, and it's not gonna matter. I am gonna scoot up and get started within artillery range.
Weapons primed.
And let's see, let's mix the Eisenbombers through the Blitzschützen. I'm gonna do my typical stick the Jaeger Corps right in the middle of the close fire support. Why does one of these units look... Blitzschützen looks smaller. Blitzschützen. That's weird. One of those units kind of looks smaller to me than the others. Alright, let's get our 2 Jaeger Corps long rifles. I love putting these guys right in the middle just to like just really dish out that damage. And I'm going to keep using these. These units are not supremely powerful, but it gives me something to work with on a flank. And then I'm going to do the same here with the Sons Abroad, just to have something to block for the artillery if necessary. There's my Lord, and then let's do the same with our Wizard here. Let's make sure all of our missile infantry are on a defensive posture, as is our artillery, so they don't go off chasing things. And let's get some work done. I'm going to target those Chosen. And I'm going to target the large units there. What? Melee units? How did this happen? I can't withdraw this unit, but I'm certainly not going to be disgraced by using it. There must be some building that still spawned that that unit. Ooh, yeah. Chaos is getting hit hard by my artillery here. In fact, I'm gonna start poking at one of these hydras. Yeah, let's just actually, I'm gonna take these outriders, stick them on skirmish mode, and then start attacking. Oh, we got a steam tank in the garrison here. It's even better. Again, we can totally throw this unit away if necessary. Oh, we've got a hell cannon. I think my rockets have already managed to put some damage on it, though. I'll go ahead and keep firing at it. They're focusing quite a few forces on my reinforcements, which is totally acceptable. All these units on defensive. They can even fire? Like, a lot of units totally have, like, capability to be shooting these. There you go. Start shooting, maggots. Let's take our unit over here just out of the way. Alright, so Chaos is busy there. Meanwhile, the ones that charged my army realized that they definitely should have charged my reinforcements. Good heavens, look at this Dragon Ogre get absolutely cut down like the grass by a lawnmower. Yikes. Give that Hydra a bit of a shooting. The Jaeger Corps ought to be able to help finish him up. There are some shades over here that have our number on range. Let's deal with them. Ooh. Yeah, right over here. Get on this. Sunder the armor there. I'm trying to get these shades, but we're going to take a charge there. That's unfortunate. Shades. Gotta give them something to think about here. Their hell cannons are going to end up getting some work done. I don't care if all of these guys back here die. They're just a garrison, and I'll let Chaos fight them. Skulls for the Skull Throne, I guess. Alright, Chaos is... Their knights are getting beat down. One hell cannon down. Let's get the other. And back here, Chaos actually got bested by my garrison. Well, if you can't handle my garrison, then you're in the wrong business. Look at this Medusa. Nasty snake lady. And that should be pretty much the end of this. There's one Dawi scum alive from the hell cannon, and I would imagine that his life is about to end. Yep. Fantastic. So the servants of Slaanesh bested again. All of their debauchery and diving into pleasure, not good enough for them. Not enough to save them from the good old-fashioned lead of Sigmar. In fact, it was like a gospel of lead we were preaching to a bunch of sinner heathens. I love it. Fantastic. Yeah, we will definitely take the gold from that. Why not?
What does the Emperor bid?
Why not? Alright, servants of Slaanesh.
To war!
I think this auto-resolve is safe. I sure hope so. Yep. We're good. Again, extra cash. Appreciate your donations to the cause of the Empire. It is much appreciated. Feel free to drop by and visit, and call upon our services whenever you need them. Absolutely happy to oblige. Alright, Boris, we got more Skaven to kill. We got more Skaven, and indeed they are coming out towards Castle Drakenhof. I'm gonna camp out in Schwarzhofen. You know what, we can... Yeah, let's camp in Schwarzhofen, replenish some of these losses. Karak Dromar may be retaken by the Skaven, we'll see. If they don't get to it too quick. They can move underground and sometimes can negotiate the mountains a little quicker and better than we can. Baltasar needs to just remain ready to ambush, and hopefully we can...
What have you to say?
Nope, we're not going to probably succeed with any of these army blockings. There we go, finally got one. Let's see what else we got here. Gaston Glock, Lord of Handguns. Imperial Gunnery, Emperor's Finest, all those would be important. Yeah, it's definitely going to take a chunk out of our income, but gives us some extra military capability. I think we'll go with Hellstorm Rocket Battery, a Great Cannon. You know, we don't have any Hellblaster Volley Guns. And I do need some steam tanks, typically, too. Having a couple of steamers can be a great way to hold your army together for a little longer. Let's see, we definitely want an extra Jaeger Corps to round it out to 4. That leaves us with one more available unit. You know what, just for fun, let's put an extra Hellblaster gun. We'll kind of go artillery heavy on this army. It'll make it a little bit vulnerable in some ways, but also kind of make it fun to deal all that damage from range.
By Sigma's right.
I am gonna actually enter an encamped stance with Pasture so that we can try and get a little replenishing going as we move along. Nashrak's Lair. We already have a growth building. Let's do another just to kind of help build this up faster, though. That's going to be all the money we really have for this turn. Smith & Wesson pick up a skill point here as well. We can finish Fervent, getting him closer to Lightning Strike, which ever important, especially when you're off on your own, kind of defending out in the middle of nowhere. Let's finish Regrowth and Magical Reserves. Arcane Conduit is near at hand. Always love a good Arcane Conduit. While the turn end is going, I have to take care of something real quick, so again, I won't be talking, but nothing's wrong. All right, so let's arrange for some favors. Rebuild our Imperial Authority. Got raiding, but it's a rather small Skaven force, all things considered. Let's move up on Cragmere.
What does the Emperor bid?
Yep, see, these Skaven may try and get behind me and make it over to Karag Dromar. We are going to finish the Tier 2 defenses in time. Don't know whether or not that'll end up paying off big. This army will be ready soon, and we're going to take a hit on income even further here. Balthasar was discovered.
I am innocent.
Let's re-enter his ambush. Chaos is moving up very slowly here. It could be because I'm disrupting them, though I'm not 100% certain of that.
By the comet. What have you to say?
Actually, kind of surprised we haven't had to fight these guys yet in this episode.
Tools of judgment ready.
Right, we are immortal. We have the max chance there, so let's do Bloody Blade. And with this other Witch Hunter, we can finish Survivalist. As many hit points as possible. Our army in the mountains can continue to work its way down from the mountains, while slowly replenishing along the way. And I imagine once we get out of the mountains, we may replenish a little bit faster down in some of these allied or somewhat allied territories. I don't know that they're actually allied to us. What are you doing in front of me, Clan Moors? Look at this. Orion decided to leave the woods. Good for him. It's nice to get out every now and then. Go see the world.
What does the Emperor
We're still
bid?
replenishing Smith & Wesson, and once we do, I think Doc Karaz will be a fine target for us. I mean, actually, do we really even... Yeah, we'll go ahead and replenish, just in case. Just in case. Better safe than sorry, I suppose. We have a little bit of extra money. Income is good for us at the moment. In fact, it's gone up a little, surprisingly, so it must be some work on some different buildings that we had underway. We can get invasion. Speaking of other buildings, Nashrak's Lair, we can build this up to tier 2. And Archie Busser is back. Let's send him in to keep doing some scouting. Maybe this way towards Kislev so we can see what's going on. There are some friendlies over here, but they don't have guns, and so that doesn't bode well for them. Guns are the way. Once again, I'm going to be busy taking care of something during turn-in, so yeah. Alright, let's get some greenskin tiers here. See what we are up against, folks. Worshippers of Nurgle are destroyed. Our ambush keeps getting foiled over here, but we'll keep getting into the ambush. There's just a lot of characters around, and it's kind of blowing it. I wonder if it's the Skaven hit foil, though. Let's try and assassinate this loser. Yes! That's what I like. Some good old Skaven assassination. Ooh, now what happened here? Where's all of our Chaos friends? Okay, some have besieged Kislev. We could go assist Carl in freeing Kislev from the siege, because this Chaos stack has made its way off on its own. I like how they get all gun garrisons now too, thanks to the mod there. Alright, here we go. Let's go clear out Vashnar while he's alone. Now, it does leave our other army alone, but I don't see any Chaos forces immediately in our vicinity to really be able to capitalize on us being singled out here, though. This map absolutely blows for our gun army. This is a terrible map, and we're going to have to really do well to deal with this. There's a big hill right in the middle of it. The terrain is going to be non-ideal. There's really no good terrain to fight from on this map. Probably down here rather than anywhere else. Let's set up our foyer chutes in line as best we can. Like I said, this terrain is highly unfavorable. Could probably get some long-range shots from these woods. I wonder if they can stay hidden. They're really not going to stay hidden from there, so let's just... Oh yeah, actually, that'll work right there. They can get some good shots from back there. A little bit of obstruction for them, but shouldn't be the end of the world. We'll put an Eisenbomber to shore up that flank, and we'll do the same here. Let's throw an Eisenbomber, and then let's put our Bergjaegers up here in front of him for the time being. And then I think at this point we can put all these units into a defensive stance. I think I can use Balthasar to convince Chaos to come attack us. They do have hell cannons. Hammer of Witches. Another Eisenbomber. Let's just leave this Eisenbomber right here. Yeah, the Luminarch's gonna need to pull back too. There we go. Alright, let's use Balthasar to get their attention. Oh, our reinforcements may get the attention of their hell cannons too. But I think with Balthasar we can come anger these guys enough to get them to attack us. All of our units are actually hidden, so they may focus solely on the reinforcements for a while. Plague of Rust, that's the best you can do. That's the best you can do. We got a lot of magic reserve, 220 actually.
Formation, march!
I don't even know if it's worth it to face melt this.
Poland, stop!
Okay, he can now see some of my troops.
For the Empire!
He should be inside firing range of my rocket battery, though that's not exactly what I want to fire at him, but sometimes even if you can just get their attention, it becomes worth it.
No lingering! To battle! Take the
Come over
ground!
here, and I want to try and transmutate
Heading out!
Vashnar.
Gold magic!
You gotta sit still for a long time to pull the spell off, though. There we go. You got it? Yeah, you gotta sit still for like 5 seconds. What the? Did you see that tracking?
Moving! To battle!
Look at those hell cannons chasing me. That was a really nice final transmutation. That did a lot of damage. Alright, that's got my rocket battery and my, I don't want the rocket battery to fire yet, but Hammer of Witches can proceed if desired. At least they know my units are over there, but see, now they're torn between two worlds. I really want to keep the Exalted Hero in range of my Hammer of Witches.
Quick march! No lingering!
But he does not want to stay in range, and I can't say I blame him. Yeah, their attention's really starting to focus over here on my reinforcements. What's Balthasar's stats look like? Not good enough to fight an Exalted Hero.
Moving faster!
I don't know, though. If we transmutated him,
Moving now!
we might be able to take him. If we get enough winds of magic put up.
Formation!
Here, I got an idea.
Take the ground!
Give me your best shots. Wait for that plague for... Okay, yeah, some of their troops now coming after me. Some going after Karl's reinforcements. So that is totally acceptable.
Ready
Okay.
for war!
Get Balthasar
Moving
ready.
faster! Take position!
Alright, let's transmutate the Exalted Hero.
I am master of Shaman.
Immediately start gathering back up the winds.
Haste,
And then let's enfeeble him, or not enfeeble, transmutate him. We have a transmutation and transmutation of lead. Now let's hit him with that and attack him. Because now we've got about 30 seconds of him being weakened considerably. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, get him, Balthasar. Don't be afraid. He's weak. He's weak and he knows it. Okay, our artillery is now firing. Let's let our rockets pick up. Yeah, Balthasar took a real good chunk out of that Exalted Hero, actually. And he's already got his Winds of Magic back, mostly. Look at that! Balthasar routing an Exalted Hero. Who's your daddy? Who's your metal daddy? Metal daddy just getting the job done himself. Oh, you better run. You better run, Vashnar. Nothing can save you from Balthasar. Here comes the Chaos Knights. They're going to get absolutely flogged. Our Jaeger Corps have an excellent firing position. Vashnar is hurt extremely bad. And the main Chaos Force here is going to get savaged by my Feuerschützen. Come attack this Exalted Hero. This guy should go down here in just a second. Way to miss. Alright, Exalted Hero's gone. Golden Hounds. I didn't say you could use that. Didn't know they had a Metal Sorcerer. Maybe it was a bounce spell from somewhere. Alright, Chaos got owned. Wow, look at this in the Winds of Magic. Still have 164 reserves. Even after dishing that out. The Hell Cannons are still firing over here. But they've been firing at Karl's troops the whole time. I'm gonna face melt Vashnar. And try and finish him off here with Baltasar. And then I'm gonna go ahead and move up my steam tanks and some of my other artillery, faster moving artillery units to see if we can come deal with the Hell Cannons. Wow, he almost died to that final transmutation. 271 hit points. Get him, Baltasar. Get him. There we go. Picked him off. Alright, let's go visit the Hell Cannons. Dude, Baltasar, man. Murdered the Exalted Hero and Vashnar. Who says he can't, fight? Did pretty good for himself here. Has all of his hit points left, too. Let's give these guys a beating here. Little searing doom. I think it's funny, they can't hit me when I'm standing still. It's like a T-Rex. Yeah, see, hit me when I'm dodging around. Missed me when he sat still. Trying to get these units through the woods so they have a cleaner shot at the Hell Cannons. And I do want them to get... Oh, no, they're about to be attacked by halberds, so it won't matter. Come, my pretties. Shoot these Hell Cannons. Give me a sight. Give my viewers some eye candy. Here comes the Black Lions. Oof. That was a really nice mortar shot. Ooh. I think we got him. I think we got him. What do you all think? I think we got him. Just a guess on my part, but I'd say that the Hell Cannons got finished. Oh wow, that was fun. Good battle. Where's the? Okay, there we go. It's like, where's my end battle? Hope you all enjoyed this episode. That's going to be all the time I have for here. So we ended up racking up a decent number of chaos kills this episode. I guess especially if you count the units from that other army. But I don't think on the kill scribes list those will count separate. But do hope you all enjoyed this one. I had fun making it. Anyway, I am going to sign out for now. And I will be back with some more. And on the next episode, we are definitely going to have more chaos to kill. Let's take the cash off this one again. Help us with the recruitment of more units. HeirofCarthage signing out. See you next time.